Welcome, friends, everybody. Nice to see you out there, Pamela, and anyone else who's logging on, joining us. I'm a little disheveled. I just finished a yoga class where we got really comfy. So I'm feeling a little disheveled. That's a good word, right? So welcome to you. Hope everyone is doing well today. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Ontario. How is the weather for you? Are you doing some yard work today, some sunbathing? What's happening? Hope all is well with everybody. I'm excited for today's topic as always. So today we are exploring the idea of thought creation and visualization. Has anyone got any experience with that? What do you think? It's an interesting topic, right? The idea of thoughts as vibration, as frequency, and the idea of how can we begin to utilize visualization and thought to create and build a more joyful, happier life, right? It's kind of cool. The whole idea of having that amount of control and seeing that our thoughts are just thoughts, right? So let's see here. I'm just going to adjust a little bit here. It's been a while since I recorded in the studio. It's good to be here. It's good to be here with you. It feels like there's a lot of promise right now. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that. It feels like there's more possibility. I guess that's a good word. The idea of possibility in our life. With spring being in the air and the opportunities that are before us. Even with everything that's going on in the world, right? There just seems to be the energy or the vibration of possibility. What do you think? Are you feeling that too? I think we're all kind of dealing with different things and feeling different things, and it's really awesome to come together and see what's happening for everybody else. So we're going to begin today with our 6 belly breaths, sitting up nice and tall. Taking a cleansing breath as you settle and soften into your seat. And just take a little bit of a rocking of the body, a releasing of any tension that's being held. A connection into yourself, a connection into your body through the seat bones. Thinking for a moment about that question. How can we utilize visualization and thought creation to build, grow, develop a healthier and more joyful mindset in our life? So just closing your eyes for a moment, holding still in your body. Just noticing what you're feeling, what you're sensing for yourself. Sensing the world around us, the energies around us. As you ground down into the seat bones, let's breathe into the belly, full expansion on the inhale, right up to the top of the breath with the intention of soft belly breathing. Exhale, letting the exhale take care of itself, just letting go. With each breath, stepping into our connectivity space together, being together, connected, unified. Letting go on the exhale. Inhale into the navel. Full expansion as you step forward into our circle of connectivity. Exhale, soften, let go, soften, let go, soften, let go of tension, worry, anxiety, stress. Continuing, inhale. Full expansion at the top of the breath. Exhale, soften, let go, soften, let go, soften, let go. Let's take 2 more cycles. Inhale, soft belly breathing. Breathing in that sunshine. Breathing in the possibilities that spring has to offer us. Letting go on the exhale. One more time. Inhale. Expanding into the navel. Full expansion to the top of the breath. Exhale, letting the breath take care of itself. And a moment to settle into your body. Settle into the sensations that you're feeling or sensing throughout. Just simply noticing what is for you right now. So we are not our thoughts. The ancient philosopher Patanjali emphasized this in the Yoga Sutras. We are not our thoughts. Our thoughts are thoughts. They just arise, they pass away. They come from different places. They come from our subconscious. They come from junk. They come from ideas. They come from other people. They come from energies. So it's important not to latch on or to identify with these thoughts. They are just thoughts. We can choose them though. So it is our responsibility and choice to choose thoughts that are not only helpful but empowering, and thoughts that are going to help us progress in our process in life. Have you ever attached yourself to thoughts? Have you ever thought a thought coming in is you, something that comes from you or through you, or that they are a part of you? They are separate from who we truly are, and they are the essence, right? The essence of all. So when we attach ourselves to those things, we are saying that is me and I am that thought. Whereas they are just thoughts floating. So it's important to separate ourselves from whatever comes into our mind and take our courage and our choice to be able to choose what those thoughts are. So if a thought comes in, we can say, well, is that me or is that just a thought? And if it's a negative thought or if it's something that's going to drag you down into a negative spiral, do you want that to be your thought? Probably not. Have you heard the story of the 2 wolves? This is a great story, and it's been passed along for generations, and it's gone through the internet, it's gone through, maybe you haven't heard it, maybe you have, but even if you have, it's still a wonderful story to revisit. There's a story of two wolves in Cherokee culture in which a grandfather teaches his grandson an important life lesson. The grandfather tells his grandson that there is a battle going on inside all of us. It is the battle between two wolves that live inside us. He says, "My son, the battle is between two wolves that live inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, envy, jealousy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other is good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith." The grandson thinks about it for a while and he says, "Which wolf wins?" And the grandfather replies, "The one you feed." The one you feed. So, not to say that those other thoughts are not important. They do not hold some sort of importance in our process and our progress in life. They do. And we must acknowledge that before we go on into the rest of the idea of positivity being the only way. Because I acknowledge that these thoughts, when they come into your mind, are important because they allow us to see the darkness and the light together. And then from that point, it's up to us which way, which fork in the road we're going to choose. If you're not satisfied with what is coming in your way, in your pathway, if you start to change your mental attitude and state of being, you'll begin to see a change in your life. We must use our visions and dreams to cultivate a sense of perspective for what is truly important in our life. If you start to change your mental attitude and state of being, you'll begin to see that a change gradually sets in. You start to see these things start to take hold. So your mind, as we've discussed in plenty of these episodes, our mind, our ego mind, wants to go wherever it wants to go. It wants to be the leader. And so it's up to us as the charioteer of the chariot to rise above that and take control of where the mind is going to go. We can choose the thoughts that are going to draw us down into that negative swirl, or we can choose the ones that are going to uplift us and draw us toward others who are on a similar mindset, similar bandwidth, if you will, where we can materialize a groupthink of upliftment and positivity. So what ends up happening is that when you start to live on that bandwidth of a more positive mindset, where you begin to banish the thoughts that are not serving you in a positive way, you begin to create a sort of community, a mind community, where everyone is on a similar bandwidth and we're all drawing from and to and around one another. William Atkinson said, "Desire firmly, confidently, and earnestly. Be not half-hearted in your demands and desires. Claim and demand the whole thing and feel confident that it will work out in material, objectivity, and reality." In this world we are all living in right now, we really need immense amounts of courage. Do you agree? We all have been born to add something into this place that we are in right now. There is not one of us on this earth who is not meant to be here right now. And it is our individual courage and strength and power that is moving the mighty flow forward. So every one of us, every one of our thoughts, every one of our actions, every one of our deeds and everything that we do and offer to the world becomes a part of that mighty flow. It's a very empowering idea, and it's a very empowering thought to be able to say to yourself, what am I thinking right now? And what am I adding to that pot? Whatever opinions you decide upon, there will always be those who tell you that you are incorrect or way off base. Like, how many conversations have you had lately where people have said, no, it's not that. And then it makes you rethink. It makes you reconsider. So if you are the type of person who's a free thinker, who assesses everything that's going on and then creates your own ideas, oftentimes what happens is you will get into conversations with people, whether it's in person or online, and you will be shot down. And if you don't have courage, if you don't have spine, that can be very disempowering. And so we need to, in order to bring back the courage, to bring back the strength, we need to rise above all of that and trust. And this is how the group think works. So if we are working on the same bandwidth through our thoughts, we can then rise into that community of similar thought, whether we are physically together or not. It's more important now than ever to maintain a sense of fearlessness and non-judgment, and to walk confidently with our decisions, to trust our intuition and knowledge. And that's another thing too, is not to trust what the average person is saying or thinking, or what you're hearing from your neighbor or your family member or the news. It's important to gather your own thoughts and to formulate your own decisions, to be wise and to emit the pure energy of pure love and possibility. To be connected with nature and with all that is life affirming. So what does life affirming mean to you? What does it mean to be life affirming? And how can we bring that into our life right now, into these times that we're living in? How can we bring more beauty into this life and not be carried away on that game, that ride of negativity and fear? So if or when you learn to take control of your thoughts and begin to nip them in the bud, so before they become any emitting energy, grasping onto them, nipping them in the bud, or redirecting them before they leave, you begin to control the energy that you emit and begin to embody a sense of purity, a sense of truth, a sense of, what is the law of nature saying to me right now? What are nature's laws versus what is being dictated to us? So let's work on that now. Watching your thoughts as they arise and noticing them and shifting them or redirecting them as needed. Choosing a thought or an idea to come back to, such as, I am loving awareness, I embody loving kindness, the energy of gratitude fills me and my world. Light and love is all. So these are just some ideas. Peace is within me and around me. Peace is all. Don't just think it, embody it. Hold the vibration of what you're feeling or what you want to feel. Embody that. Let it become a visceral sensation where you can hold on to that. So let's try. Taking a few minutes here to tune in, closing your eyes, allowing yourself to settle into your seat, allowing yourself to find your breath. Tuning into the quiet space within yourself, the groundedness within this moment. Taking a moment to focus your mind by following the natural flow of your breath. Directing your mind to the inflow and the outflow of your breath. Taking a minute to see if you can maintain 100% focus on the in breath and the out breath. Maintaining your focus within yourself and shifting your attention to the activity of your mind as you begin to witness what arises in your mind as you stop. Settling into stillness, silence, and pure conscious awareness. Becoming aware of the thoughts as they arise, shifting them into you, the thought that you have chosen, the word, thought, or idea, as you begin to embody that thought or idea in your physical body, emitting that vibration, choosing your thought. Fully present and connected to your mind and the thoughts as they arise, shifting those thoughts as they arise. Beginning to shift your attention back to your breath, the natural flow of your breath as it is. Beginning to slowly deepen the breath. With each inhale, visualizing your word, thought, or idea expanding within your body, embodying that experience with each inhalation. And when you're ready, bringing your palms together at heart center. As you take a moment here to share all of your wonderful magical vibrations with someone special in your life. And as you move through the remainder of your day, thinking about what energy are you placing into the mighty flow to progress our process forward. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me today. Namaste. And for those who are watching who may be new to the show, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you hit the bell, you'll get the notifications as well. So I hope you have a lovely day, and thank you for being here, Pamela. It was wonderful to share that with you. And I look forward to seeing the rest of our gang next time. And if you are here, be sure to leave a comment to let me know that you were here and to step forward into our space so that we can be together connected. We'll see you soon. Lots of love.